Hey Vsauce, I'm Jake and I'm sitting on the floor right now because I am currently traveling with the smallest tripod ever. But that's okay because we are going to get ready to app all. I need to tell you something. I have a crush. An incredibly fun and difficult puzzle game. It has a bit of a Tetris feel as you race to clear matching colors before they fill up the screen. The more points you get, the more power-ups you can unlock to help your game last longer. There are also different play modes like Think and React that will change the way you interact and make moves. It gets pretty hectic pretty quickly, so for something a little more relaxed, try Color Zen. There is no timer, no score, just shapes and colors. The goal is to get the background to match the border color by throwing different colored shapes together to clear the way for the one you want. The game gets more challenging as white shapes appear that fill the screen with whatever color you slapped into it, or black ones that erase the object. Every level flows into the next, making it a beautiful and continuous experience. For a different kind of experience, try The Silent Age, an engaging point-and-click adventure puzzle game by developer House on Fire. In it, you play Joe, a janitor in 1972 who comes across a dying man in the basement. He gives Joe a time travel device that lets him go 40 years into the future to a post-apocalyptic world. You solve puzzles by going back and forth through time, piecing together what happened. They are currently working on the second chapter to The Silent Age, so it doesn't have an ending. A turn-based game where you have to either avoid or destroy enemies on your quest to escape each level. As the game progresses, you are faced with more obstacles that are intent on smashing you, and probably will. There is also a level builder so you can create your own maps, and once you get a hang of the puzzle part of ending, try the roguelike section where it throws a horde of enemies at you and, again, you'll most likely die. But if you make it through all 8 rooms, you'll be the coolest kid on the block. Block. You have to put the blocks into a straight line, which seems easy enough, except the number of moves you can make are extremely limited, so you have to be really thoughtful when putting the pieces together. The game throws in barriers and different colored blocks that you have to swap, creating a really fun and challenging 240 puzzles. For something with a bit more dimension, try Monster Cube. Every round gives you a randomly generated cube that you have to solve by moving and manipulating it before time runs out. You can break more blocks by doing combos, and the monsters are just so cute. Oh, you're the cutest. Let's get serious with some math in Sigma 12. Sigma 12 is another 3D cube game, but instead of matching blocks, you have to add them up to 12. But to get a high score, you have to match your moves up with the rhythm of the music playing. Adding to this are special blocks like ones that divide or multiply the numbers, act as bombs, increase the time, and more. It is an amazingly fun game and one that you might spend dozens of hours playing, maybe even hundreds. The idea is simple. You hold down the circle until it hits 100. However, this incredibly simple concept gets increasingly and sometimes frustratingly difficult. If a circle that's pressed down hits any other object, it's game over. And when you have a bunch of them moving in all directions, it can get tricky. Some circles are connected and have to be tapped at the same time. There are spinning blades that remove all your points, and even ciphers to try and solve. As you progress through the over 100 levels, your finger and brain reflexes will hit perfection. A game where you have to slice a shape to fit the given outline. Each puzzle is randomly generated, so you will always get a new shape every time. There are also a few different play modes that let you rotate or rescale a shape to add more difficulty. For something as challenging as it is beautiful, try this episode's App of the Week. Limbo. Limbo was released on Xbox Live back in 2010, and if you have never played it, play it. And if you've already played it, play it again! It is now out on iOS and pretty much every major platform. There are incredibly well done puzzles that take dying a few times to solve, and giant spiders who want nothing more than to impale you. Limbo has a really engaging story, a beautiful design, and is a fantastic puzzle platformer that you need to check out. Links to all the apps can be found in the description below. I'm Jake, I'm gonna get off the floor now, and as always, thanks for watching. Ha, you thought I left, but I didn't because I can't feel my legs anymore. But we do have bonus apps.
Bonus apps.
Snoopify is an app that will greatly improve your life by snoopifying it. Let's take this photo of Nicolas Cage, for example. How boring. But with Snoopify, Nicolas Cage has turned into Nicholas All the Rage. What a cool guy he is now. Oh, Nicholas, you are almost as cool as McPixel. In McPixel, you have 20 seconds to defuse a bomb, and it generally makes no sense, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Hopefully this works. What a load of quap. The infamous Flash game from 2008 is finally out for Android, and it is just as insanely frustrating as ever. Your goal is to get this athlete to the finish line by controlling every movement of his legs. Come on, big guy, you can do it. No, no, no!